Alright, Internet. It's maybe been like a few minutes since the last episode was, recorded. Technically, I just haven't stopped recording, but you know the drill by now. Um, and now we're going to migrate to our next nest, and we're probably going to finish out the creature stage in this episode. If not, we're going to come very close. Last episode clocked at about 40 minutes, so we'll have to see. I may edit some stuff out or what have you. But I like to keep things unedited. Like I said, kind of when I first rebooted this channel, I miss like kind of the old, more relaxed, full playthroughs of things. You just don't see anymore. It's very much become like everything has to be, high energy. You gotta keep, the fucking children's attention. I personally, if I find myself struggling with that, I'll just do what Markiplier does. I'll just jingle some shiny objects in front of a webcam every once in a while in order to get people's attention. But, yeah. RV's all angry. Yes, they're also all incredibly powerful, and they're directly in the middle of, where we gotta go. Okay, then, let's, are these also angry? No, these aren't angry. In fact, they're, like, quite the opposite. We should probably just... Well, nah, they're fine. They're a neutral party. We'll let them do their thing. They're frogs. Okay, I'm not exactly appreciating, like, the... what are those? Those are also quite socially adept, weird moose creatures. Okay, You see, the thing is, Alright, just gonna, like, slowly move around that nest of very pissed off giant things. What are those? That is a bird. Very big bird. They're also friendly. That's a rogue. We're not gonna hurt them. Well, we could. We're just not going to. What are these? Lots of, like, neutral things, funnily enough. I'm actually kind of surprised. Normally, by this point in the game, the game has just given... What the hell is that? Okay, it's angry, whatever it is, and it's also quite strong. Hey, you're beating up that guy. They also have a lot more health than us. This may be a slight problem. You know what? Oh, fuck. Hang on. Oh dear, we may have massively overestimated. Hang on, we're gonna call in some reinforcements, I think. And then we're gonna, like, desperately try to kill these guys. I kill. And, we're gonna... Oh my god, we have to kill 5 of these things? Oh, jeez. You know what? Hang on. Kill the children. I do not care. Kill the women. Kill the children. Kill just all of them. Luckily, it seems like all of nature hates these guys. Which is a shame, because they're big, fluffy moths. Well, I say big and fluffy. They are not very fluffy. In fact, they're actually quite scaly looking and horrible. But they, at the very least, are, okay. Wow, we may actually hit our next evolution milestone before we even get to the next nest. Which is certainly a thing. Oh, jeez. Alright, we just have to kill one more of these guys. And we can... Okay, come on. Alright, yes! Destroy! Haha! We've conquered them. We've conquered the moths. Alright. It also seems like, yeah, we're gonna run into a lot more friendlier people, so... while we eat these moths, I need to... I don't know. I need to do something. I wasn't sure what. Oh, look! Alpha happenstance. Oh, lovely. Oh, yeah, they're a wandering thing, and they're also, like, quite... Alright, fine, you want a piece? You can have a piece. Alright. Look, I don't want to be, like, vicious murder everyone kind of thing, but, like, you're the ones who showed up. You showed up, started, causing problems, and now there's gonna be a situation. So, like, I don't know what is going on. Hang on. There's something. You! You don't get to run. Yeah, yeah, I see you. I see you there. Come on. Oh, there's a spaceship. There's a, don't know. Hmm. Aliens. Aliens are a thing. I'm just gonna like hide in trees, away from where the aliens might see me. Or not. Maybe they will see me regardless. that guy was definitely seen. Oh hey, you're like part of the people who, yeah, you better fucking run. Hang on, come on. You just had to, you know, associate with people who were dicks. So, you know, now you die. This is how this works. This is how this works. You were associated with people who attacked me, and therefore I'm going to attack you as well. Alright. Next time, choose better friends. Alright. That was a close miss. There's a lot of bones here. Should we be concerned by the sheer number of bones in this area? Maybe. Maybe we should be. Alright, well. Here is our nest. It's like over in this direction. So we can get 50 more DNA by just rolling up to the front door. Now that we have survived our encounter with ET. And we're gonna have this little cutscene, I guess. Hooray! We made it! And that egg falls out of the sky. That is the chosen egg, the miracle child. I don't know. Something. It fell out of the sky, whatever it is. It hatches and just a horrible flesh mass comes out and eats all of us, and we're now extinct. And there's a lot of really socially adept creatures in this area. We may have to hang up the warlike tendencies. Which is a shame, because murdering things is fun to watch. Ooh. Okay. Alright, well, let's do some mating. Do you have any prospective mates? No? Okay, let's just summon one out of thin air. This is how I get, this is how I find a date. I just go sit on my rooftop and just go beep, 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 and then just somebody just appears at my front door. They keep saying it's like about a noise complaint in the area, but I don't believe them. I think it's just love, you know? Yeah. Oh god, I hope that the audio on this is... it has occurred to me that I've had that thing where the audio may not be very good. Right, so what do we have here? We could, if we want, like, work on doing... In fact, you know what, yeah, since we have lots of social creatures around, let's actually just go full-on into sociality. So we're going to actually go back to having a beak. You know what, in order to keep things interesting, I'm going to turn the beak upside down. How does that look? That looks fucking horrendous. It looks like I just... I don't know. I don't think I can go for that. I do want the beak though. Just we're gonna put it down a bit more. Okay, there we go. Actually, that doesn't look too bad. Eyes. Do we have a lot of eyes? Do we have like better eyes? Not really. Yeah, we really don't. I think we're gonna like... Should we lose the third eye? I think the third eye is like so... incredibly like... infused into the design at this point. I don't know. Maybe we should just like ditch VI. Can you get a smaller? Let's keep VI for now. Alright, and then I think we're going to have some different different like legs. I think we need to have like a slightly different. Alright. And then I think that with the... There we go. And then you can be rotated out here. Sorry if the commentary is kind of dried up a bit. I'm not exactly thinking much of. Alright, how does that look? Do we want to like maybe smallify via other like hands? Like maybe have them get a bit smaller? Like, kind of. Huh. You know, that's not bad. I actually might make the hands a bit bigger. There we go. And I think we need more, like, charmy bits. We have, like, no dance. I wish there... We have, like, level 1 dance. But I do like these feet. We're gonna, like, beef up the thigh, I think. Goddamn! That is some thickness right there. Do we have anything that could make them, give them more health? In fact, I think more health would be a good thing to have. Although, I think we're going to put these underneath. And I think we're also going to do a bit of... There we go. And then we do... like a big bony plate. Like here, I know I just took off the big bony plate and then put on a new one, but I kind of like... Alright, so we've gotten better singing. We kind of kept everything else the same. But we've kind of... Actually, I think our gate's a little off. There we go. Right. We are now... what are we? We're no longer the Caucus Albinus Gladius. We are now the Caucus. I was gonna say I wanted to be like, you know, Homo erectus before like Homo sapiens or like whatever, but like at the same time, we're not really upright. We're more like elevated? What's like Latin for risen or like ascended? We are Caucasus. I'm just gonna make something up. Stridus. Okay, there we go. We have. Okay. Our gates. I can't remember how you spell that as if to refer to like the stride. Our stride has risen. There we go. Just, you know what, I'm overthinking things. Our stride has risen, and so has our intellect. However, there is still room for improvement. Alright. And as for color scheme, what does the colors kind of look like right now? You know what? I can get behind us. Yeah. You know what? I can get behind it. Alright. Let's do this. So. I'm trying to think. I don't think I've actually said anything particular of note this episode. I again, apologize if the commentary sort of dried up a little. There's not much to say after a certain point, unless you're intentionally going for kind of a shitpost style of Spore creature creation, which I'm not. I'm like trying to be like serious to a degree. No, okay, you're the one who's still friendly. You. Okay, hi. No, no, hi, you. Join my gang. I want you to join my gang. All right. There we go. We have a full like group, and now we can go out and see what all there is to see. I like how I go, oh hey look, there's gonna be lots of hang on, these guys are like weak as hell. I might actually be able to like let's be safe and like call in some reinforcements, but like I think honestly these guys are kinda weak, so we should be able to just I mean, they're right next to our nest. You know, you just got to get rid of them. You know, you can't really trust a dangerous entity near your home. You know. All right. And I think actually clearing these guys out is probably going to get us very close to either push us over the line or get us very close to evolving into the tribal stage, which I believe it has, yes. Hooray! There we go. We are now so smart that we are... That is... I don't think that creature should jump like that. Yeah, alright, we are ready to go to the tribal stage, and we will do that, soon. Not right now, though, because I have other things I want to do. For instance, I want to try and get, like, more, things, but at the same time, I don't want to, like, hang around too long in the creature stage. I feel like the real meat and potatoes of this series is going to be when we finally see all of our stuff from all of the stages kind of come together to start, you know, the second part of this series where we're going to go into Stellaris and do all kinds of fun galaxy-wide war crimes, most likely. Shit. Hold on, gotta sneeze. Alright. Oh man, I think a bug flew up my nose or something. Because my nostril is like burning immensely, and I really need to sneeze. Yeah, so I think, actually, without further ado, we are going to head into the next phase. I don't think we're going to hang around creature stage. We're just going to go. We're going to get going. Yep, so I guess enjoy this cutscene. Or, well, I guess enjoy this graph. Alright, so funnily enough, we are still considered adaptable. That is probably going to change massively during our tribal stage playthrough, because we tend to... I say we. You are complicit in this. I tend to murder a lot of people in a tribal stage. Oh yeah, it's because we like actually kind of tried being friendly for a while, and then it just kind of went downhill. It very nearly went into the predatory mark. However, we are just barely friendly enough to where people would probably just mark us as I think the phrase would be, we're real nice once you get to know us. Unfortunately, you won't get that chance because we will have killed you before you really get to know who we are. So, yeah, I'm gonna go blow my nose real quick, and then we're gonna have a nice cutscene to watch. You guys enjoy that. Yeah, here we are. Here we have a 2001 parody. Although, I'm pretty sure... like a couple other cutscenes in this game, the audio is going to be sort of maybe a little out of sync. Yes. Okay. Congratulations, you have a stick. Wouldn't it be funny if I did the 2001: A Space Odyssey thing and just, like, smash cut right here to, Stellaris? Like, just completely skip over the last two phases we actually need to do before we get to space. That would have actually been smart. Oh, God, what is this face doing? That is not what your face is supposed to do. Alright. Whew, that was a cool trick. Alright, so we are about to enter the tribal stage. And I think I'm gonna, like, leave it here, or... Yeah, I'm gonna leave it here, and I'm gonna go through, loading screen, tutorials, things like that, and then when in the next episode, we'll be right and fresh, able to get right into things, and we can outfit our guys and sort of make decisions about what we're gonna do with going forward, because I think these next couple stages are going to be the ones that have the biggest impact of a Stellaris playthrough, because this is where our creature's society is finally going to start being built, and then, depending on what decisions we make here, is going to determine most of how we govern our society in Stellaris, how we're going to rule things. Up until now, all of this has basically just been picking things like traits, or things like, what kind of planets we like. But this is going to be where things get really interesting, where our entire species' personality, quote-unquote, starts to shine through. How do they deal with strangers? How do they deal with, internal stuff? What kind of society do they build? And I think that is where things are going to start getting a bit more interesting. I'm going to start talking a bit more about how things might impact things later in the series as we go down the line. But anyways, I hope you guys have had a good time, and I will see you all in the next episode. Take care.